Fan games. These games are created by fans that enjoy a series enough that they make a game based off that series. A game with tons of fan games is Five Nights at Freddy's. If you look at Game Jolt, you'll find thousands of FNAF fan games. Some of these fan games are very high quality. Some even surpass the original Five Nights at Freddy's. But with most of these fan games, you'll find low quality games with 2 minutes of effort thrown into them. One of these games we'll be talking about is Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese. Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese was originally created by Jolly Tea in 2015, but a rebooted version created by Jolly Tea and Radiance was created in 2021. I'll be talking about this rebooted version later. Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese's looks very interesting, to say the least. And when I booted up the game, my interest in this game immediately became confusion. Instead of using 3D models or drawings, it uses photoshopped animatronics, like the creator of Five Nights at Wario's did. But the Photoshop in this game is edgy, and it's also very just poorly made. I was aware of this game's existence for a long time, but I hadn't remembered how bad it looked. I've never actually played this game before making this video, but I had seen gameplay. What I wasn't expecting was the difficulty this game could produce. I'm not making this up. I died around 20 times just from night 2 alone.
I don't walk around, but they started acting.
Fucking bitch.
Oh, fuck. Why did we keep the original 1970s?
What?
Tomorrow.
What the fuck? How could you costume? No. He's got to check on him.
Inside of it, we keep.
What the fuck?
Glitchy.
My power and. What the fuck?
On your right.
You murmur if you're
Ever.
What?
I would have liked to at least have completed all 5 nights of this game, but I just couldn't. This game holds 0 punches when it comes to animatronics killing you every 5 seconds. Not only are the animatronics incredibly fast, the office is also hard to navigate. The screen moves way too fast, and it can be difficult to close doors or use lights. The animatronics are also way too active on like the first 2 nights. They move way too fast and kill the player if they open the door/vent in a nanosecond. You kinda just have to guess if the animatronic leaves or not. And I haven't even talked about costume yet. The costume is an old Chuck E. Cheese costume from the 1970s. It sits in the closet and works kinda like Foxy. You need to check on it throughout the night. If you don't, it will come out of the closet and delete all of your power, leaving you defenseless. That just adds to the other animatronics that spam your office every 2 damn seconds. And I'm only talking about the first 2 nights. Who knows how hard the future nights are? I don't want to shit on this game too much because the developer was probably young when they created it and they probably didn't have any idea how to use whatever software they were using to make the game. But in 2021, the game got remade into something so much better. Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese Rebooted is a total remake of the original Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese. And just look at it. This game looks fantastic compared to the original. It has spooky looking 3D models and the graphics look pretty nice. Already this game is looking 20 times better. And believe it or not, I actually beat this game. This game's difficulty is fair and actually fun to play. The office looks so much better compared to the old office. The door is actually now behind you and acts the same as it did in the original game. It just kinda looks better. Another thing about this office is that you can actually see each animatronic in front of you, and that doesn't include costume. And you can also see them leave the office, which actually makes this gameplay more engaging and adds to the spooky levels. Another thing I'd like to note is the phone guy. In this game you can actually understand what he's saying. Not only that, but they gave subtitles. Just listen to both phone guys.
Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese's. We're kicking you a kid. Now let me start by thanking you for taking the job while I'm at the award show. Did I tell you about?
Hey, Fred. Management told me you wanted to take another shift. I, don't really understand why, but... Quiet on the set! I guess that means I get to keep you company one last time. I'm sure you heard about what happened. But in case you didn't, at the end of the day, everything was going fine. But then they all just spazzed out.
Huge difference. Overall, Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese Rebooted is very well made. It's a huge improvement from the original game. I recommend Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese to anyone who prefers the original 4 FNAF games. The game is very polished and it can actually be pretty spooky at times. Hell, I would even recommend the original Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese. If you're looking for a challenge, then definitely play this. Both of these games are enjoyable in their own right, but out of the two, I would recommend Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese Rebooted the most, obviously. Although I couldn't beat the original while making this video, I will definitely be coming back to it in the future. And I want to thank you guys for watching the video the whole way through. This is my first attempt at making a serious video on the channel, and I do plan on continuing these types of videos and hopefully improve the quality over time. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.